Following practice ahead of the Belgian Grand Prix, Romain Grosjean was reportedly filing a lawsuit against Lotus due to his dismissal after the Monaco Grand Prix, and Lotus will be looking for someone to buy them out, potentially, to pay off the debt that this could put them into. Red Bull, along with most of the midfield teams, are expected to run low drag setups to hope to maximise pace through sectors 1 and sector 3, now to trying to be able to compete with the top 3 teams. Ferrari looks strongest on long run pace, over half a second a lap quicker than the Mercedes. However, both Ferraris look to be struggling over 1 lap, and that's where Mercedes have the advantage. Jenson Button was considering bringing forward his retirement if his poor luck continues, but given Williams' track history here and straight line speed of this BMW engine, he was hoping for a good outing. Taking a look at the grid for the Belgian Grand Prix, and Valtteri Bottas will go 2 seconds quicker than he did last season to take pole for the 2nd year in a row, with Nico Rosberg, his Mercedes teammate, alongside. Sebastian Vettel in 3rd, over 6/10 behind, and Jenson Button with the much needed and much improved qualifying to take 4th. Sebastian Buemi lines up in 5th in the other Williams, with Lewis Hamilton all the way down in 6th, 7/10 off his teammate. Sergio Perez lines up in impressive 7th, setting the exact same time as Daniel Kvyat, but as Perez says his time first, Perez will start from 7th. Nico Hülkenberg lines up 9th for Force India, and Jean-Eric Vergne rounds off the top 10. And for the rest of the grid, it's a complete Noah's Ark affair, with the 2 Toro Rossos of Ricciardo and Verstappen in 11th and 12th. The 2 Lotuses of Carmen Jorda and Josh Chero line up 13th and 14th. And the 2 Saubers of Marcus Ericsson and Adrian Sutil line up in 15th and 16th. And as usual, the 2 McLarens of Fernando Alonso and Stoffel Van Dorn, the home favourite, line up in 17th and 18th, and the 2 Manners of Will Stevens and Alex Rossi round off the grid. Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to UniONE, this time round 11 for Season 2, the Belgian Grand Prix. And once again, we did not get the job done in qualifying, starting all the way down in P14 and Jordan only managing 13th, so really not good for us. And we look to make him maximise the start. Lights out and away we go. Everyone looks to get a pre-even start up in front. And one Torres now going to pull to the inside, and Carmen Jordan goes for a dive up the inside, and she goes for an amazing dive, making a 5-6 positions there. She goes into turn 1, I guess side by side one of the Force Indias. Meanwhile, we get forced out on the curb by one of the Saubers, but it's a great start for Carmen Jordan. We're still in 14th, and Carmen Jordan's up into, I don't know, 8th, 9th, somewhere around there. Now the 2 Toro Rossos going at it in front, slipstreaming each other. Carmen Jordan, amazing start there, just to dive up the inside. She saw the space and went for it. Maybe she saw what we did back at Hungary last race. Now gaining right in slipstream, coming to 223 miles an hour, coming behind Daniel Ricciardo. But going to come straight, we're just not close enough to try and make a move up the inside. Ricciardo shuts the door. And now we remain in P14, holding off the Sauber Marcus Ericsson again. The Saubers do have amazing straight line speed. Now we're looking up the inside now of Daniel Ricciardo, catching him napping slightly. And this long right-hander. Yeah, got the right that time. But now up into 13th, only one place off of the points, which is currently being held by Max Verstappen in the other Toro Rosso. You can see how close everyone's bunching up. Oh god, Verstappen just goes so slowly. What is he doing? We're hitting tobacco in there. Thankfully we get no damage. Don't know about Verstappen. Maybe it may have been diffused damage now from that contact. You can see the car at the front of this train, which looks kind of silverish, so Verstappen, no, can't go around the outside of Max Verstappen. No, just can't hold it on the ground. We get forced down to the curb. But it's saying the car at the front of this train looks to be maybe a Force India, and they look to be going really slowly. So are they struggling with tyre wear? I mean, it's not the first time we saw Force India having tyre wear problems. We saw Perez back at Austria having that puncture after only half a lap. And gaining in the slipstream now, coming up to 200 miles an hour. This is a great place to slipstream if you want to try and make an overtake. Now, 14 is actually pulling away slightly in a straight line. Now we've left, now we move to the inside now. Almost like, I'm going to go to the inside now, Jean-Eric Vergne will attempt it, and the Force India completely blocks the track, and actually pits. Force India pits, half the grid's in the pits at the end of the first lap. Once again, the tyre wear just not lasting. Now they're going side by side with Jean-Eric Vergne for P6. Well, I think it's P6, when everything sorts itself out. I think it's sorted out, so yeah, now we are now up into P6. We're down to Kvyat in front. I don't know where Carmen Jordan is. I don't know if Jordan's pitted. No, she hasn't. You can see that on the mini-map. She's actually got ahead of Carmen Jordan. Carmen Jordan's got ahead of Carmen Jordan. Yeah, she got ahead of Jean-Eric Vergne and Kvyat. Both the Red Bulls. So now coming on to the end of lap 2, we've got Max Verstappen now right behind us. There's now one of the Red Bulls Kvyat pits. Kvyat pits along with one of the Williams also Button's pit. So I'm going to put Carmen Jordan up into the podium positions. We're up into 4th. Great stuff for Lotus. So who's in the lead? I know Vettel's in the lead, but who's second? I don't know who's second. But it's a 1-2 for whoever. Vettel leading. And Lotus 3-4. Great stuff for Lotus. With Ricciardo now in 5th. Great stuff. All the midfield teams really making the tyres last. And now in front is the 2 Ferraris. It's Ferrari 1-2. Now Hamilton going to get the slip stream off his teammate Sebastian Vettel. Now pulled to the inside. Vettel trying to hold it around the outside, is he? He's going to try now, but Hamilton's got the drive. Now Hamilton moves up into the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. It's Ferrari 1-2 and a Lotus 3-4. I'd take that any day of the week, given that we haven't had the better results this season. And going off of our qualifyings, it doesn't look to be getting any easier for us. Now cutting onto the end of lap 4, so lap 5, Vettel now comes in for his, well, hopefully one pit stop, because a Ferrari 1-2 is exactly what they need, given trying to stop Mercedes' great run of form. And 1-2 is definitely what Ferrari needs, and I don't even know where the Mercedes are at this point, or anyone else. I only know that they've got the 2 Toro Rossos queuing up right behind us now. Even though there's Max Verstappen, you can hear the Toro Rossos and Red Bulls do have pretty decent tyre wear, along with the McLarens as well. But now gaining in stage, now Verstappen's going to pull to the inside, to the outside. We have to defend to the inside. You know, straight Verstappen with DRS, with the Renault engine still. We're going to try and hold it around the outside, is he? No, we're trying to break, and the 2 Toro Rossos are going to go side by side further behind. There's contact! One of the Toro Rossos completely loses the rear end. I don't know if there was contact actually, or if they just completely lost it. Now cutting on the end of lap 5. Rosberg's now up into P4. Now we're coming in the pits now in P5, along with one of the Toro Rossos and one of the Saubers as well. We saw last week we lost position to one of the McLarens. Now we're trying, Lotus hopefully learned, trying to do a good pit stop this time. There's one of the Williams. So one of the Williams are definitely 2-stopping in this race. Now coming in now for a change of tyres. We've been held for the Toro Rosso. Once again we've been held by the car behind us. Come on Lotus, need to stop in our pit stops here. But thankfully we do keep ahead of the Sauber of Marcus Ericsson once again. Now we're going to come out just behind one of the Manners actually. Now we're going to come behind one of the Manners, and the Manners is going to try and go side by side with one of the Toro Rossos. Alex Rossi is going to try and hold it round the outside of Eau Rouge on the Toro Rosso. They're going side by side, there's a big contact, they slow each other down, we're taking to off the track, we sweep past the outside of both of them. Now these two still going side by side further behind. Now it's Renault Power Unit, this year's Renault Power Unit versus last year's Ferrari Power Unit. I see it's no match for the Toro Rosso. Now we've got the style of Marcus Ericsson looking up the inside now of Alex Rossi. Now they're going the outside now, which will turn to the inside. I imagine he's made that move pretty easily. So now we're in P12. Of course, there's a lot of cars yet to either make their first stops or their second stops if they're 2-stopping. Because I imagine there's quite a few cars 2-stopping in this race, even the Williams are in the pits behind us. Now cutting on to lap 9 now. We've just gone off the 19 run, is now in P6. We've got Sebastian Buemi right behind us. There's no way we're going to fend off a BMW Williams that has DRS. You see, Buemi just powers straight past us there to get up into P6. Now Demosa's down back down to P7. And there's just contact, trying. Buemi just moves right across in the braking zone. Maybe a bit dangerous, but, well, he had the position, so he was entitled to park his car where he wanted. We should have seen that a bit better there, so I'll take the blame for that. Looking at replay, Jenson Button's out! He's out of the Belgian Grand Prix. Button just has no luck whatsoever. We're coming to find out the Grand Prix. We've got Daniel Ricciardo to take around the outside of us now. Takes us now for P7. We're going to try and get back in stage. Good Max Verstappen, because I makes looking 3 wide at the end of the Camel Straight. Verstappen jumps right over the game, makes contact with his team. They're going to try and make it around the outside, and still making 3 wide now. He managed to get around the outside of Verstappen. Don't manage to quite get back Ricciardo though, so now we're going to try and chase down Ricciardo for the remainder of this lap to try and retake P7 because Carmen Jordan seems she's right up the road now. We've got 2 cars right behind us. I imagine that's going to be Buemi and one of the cars, oh, yellow flags behind. This may have been a bit of contact further behind maybe. This is like on the minimap, one of the cars maybe spun off on the final lap, which is not good for them. Now going through the second sector, because we were losing, to the Mercedes we were losing 2 seconds in qualifying through here. So we should be pretty even with the Toro Rossos through here, because we have got those downforce upgrades on the Lotus, so it has hurt us in a straight line, but this is where we should be strong against the Toro Rosso. And in a straight line, maybe not so much. Now, only half a lap left to go, and Lewis Hamilton wins the Belgian Grand Prix after taking the lead from Sebastian Vettel early on in the race. So now we're in P8 trying to chase down, no good to try and defend now for Max Verstappen. Of course, Max Verstappen made his debut here last season, so he pretty much knows his way around the track, even though he did get taken out by Maldonado, and we're taking Maldonado's seat for this season. Now coming into final chicane, trying to now brake. Daniel Ricciardo knows way too far in front, trying to outbrake. He's trying to find the corner now, going to come across the line, get DRS, just fend off Max Verstappen now, and we're going to finish in P8. Not bad for seeing we started in P14, but it could have been a lot better, given where George is finished. Taking a look at the race results, and Lewis Hamilton will take the win. 3 seconds ahead of his teammate Sebastian Vettel, so Ferrari 1-2. Great for them, so exactly what they need to build a gap to Mercedes before Mercedes bring their upgraded car at Singapore. Nico Rosberg finishes in third, 14 seconds behind him after taking pole, so that 2-stop, or stopping really early for Rosberg, really didn't help him whatsoever. Sebastian Buemi recovers up to fourth after, I'm pretty sure he made another 2-stop. Oh, well, he did stop really early because he saw at the end of the race he had to come overtake us. Carmen Jordan in 5th, great result for her, great result for Lotus as well. Just couldn't hold off Sebastian Buemi though. Daniel Kvyat comes home in 6th for Red Bull, with Daniel Ricciardo in 7th. We come home in 8th, and that should say Max Verstappen in 9th, not Verne. So Verstappen in 9th, with Ericsson riding off the top 10, Perez in 11th, and Sutter riding off the top 12. So both Saubers in the points, great job for them. And then Jean-Eric Verne in 13th, not Max Verstappen. Valtteri Bottas all the way down in 14th. He must have done the 2-stop, surely. Surely for that far behind. Something must have gone wrong there. Nico Hülkenberg once again finishing outside the points in 15th. With Van Dorn, the home favourite, only managing 16th. Still ahead of Fernando Alonso though. Finishes 17th, with Will Stevens 18th, Alex Rossi in 19th, and Jenson Button, who just has no luck whatsoever, is the only DNF in the race with some sort of mechanical failure. There was a 1-2 for Ferrari in the race. It's also a 1-2 for Ferrari in the driver's standings as well, with Vettel in the lead on 136 points. 5 points clear of his teammate Lewis Hamilton on 131. Nico Rosberg now jumps back up to 3rd, only 17 points behind now. Actually overtakes Valtteri Bottas, so Bottas really has been performing poor in his past few races, given he was like 25 points ahead of Rosberg a few races ago. And they're well clear now of Sebastian Buemi in 5th, so pretty much a 4-way fight now for the Drivers' Championship between Ferrari and Mercedes. Daniel Kvyat now moves ahead of Jenson Button, takes 6th, with Button now dropping down to 7th. Only 4 points clear now on Jean-Eric Verne. Actually only 3 points clear. Now we're in 9th on 52 points, with Daniel Ricciardo in 10th on 48. Alonso remains in 11th on 30 points, and Sutil finally managed to score another point to move on to 26 points. He still remains in 12th position. So in the constructors' standings, Ferrari now have a 30-point lead back to Mercedes in 2nd, with Williams 113 points off of the lead, and Red Bull in 4th. And Red Bull now 22 points behind Williams. Lotus are in 5th on 71 points, pulling quite a good gap now to Toro Rosso in 6th. Force India now moves 2 points clear of McLaren Honda to take 7th, and Sauber now only 1 point behind McLaren now, and Manor still remain on the 3 points. So that's been the Belgian Grand Prix. Thanks for watching, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below your thoughts on the race. I'll see you all next time.